Maneva say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Today Nana Opoku Listowel is out again asking or advising the NPP to reach out to John Mahama and Nkeria and the rest in NDC for better knowledge and wisdom, because he sees them not to be knowledgeable or not to be wise in terms of their action. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Please watch to the end and leave a comment or suggestion after watching. We want to know your ideas on what he said. Thank you. You can also reach out to us on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you.
Na unim say nana adia na America no ka adia NPP for combat use as defense COVID and Russia. Sometimes na areho, but mama fa ni die mate for ni ahwefo na menchia o mo na memo abaso na mensamo akwaba na o say
na mala batnas ye
mama mesamo abatnas
propaganda yo
na say COVID no say ye yo man ya dwene mu apia enka at the mention of COVID no ka ban mu ni pa bia ka obehia ni bia na o se nka obro no ana se bia otine sunte su koko cause yaria ebe wi ase a na ehu no amafo fa ho de yeye papa eno ka ho bi na Kofi Asante be di atu ada nipa ete se yese okone kreachi for a couple of hours na akoye se obia ni age se Kofi Asante awu afei after a while na nipa asa ani asa aba won ho so se enti akoye wu afa ni ho adi na ase uko social media ayi obia ya se akwai pa nti wewu afa ne ho adi ti enya na antwe na bo so. And these are the signals as a result of a neoma a course so wabra COVID abe wiase asebi obia epe sebi preduasa homie ene enkwa echira kwanya hwehwe abai wei ajeje bosia wo yedin mu ko IMF. In fact, so we share all the 9 your friend is saying sources of sika yenyae for COVID ayina. Now we share enkuntabu a Auditor General efa how much money I go down the drain in excess of 22 billion. You are able to tell, say, even there were 3 accounts, one year a Korea account, one year European, one Nina one audit. Nina will say COVID no at the inshramum ebaganda na nipa bonfobi ena a day and crante a drananka. Ebium Ewiasim or may be anyone more. Why'd you COVID tax? And I say COVID levy. Apart from Ghana, there is none. I said, be previous and Kaumaya or man for whom I chill woman. Or Makwa who hear more. Ubi who say or bre Abba, a Benidia bar. Sebi, Yaria Bama, a man for Jumegu, a man for bre. Okra, no sebi. This said the man for the amount now bet me dear boomano. Wo momu se wo bre na o man for na o mo no benya bi no mama obi no e na amre wasai fa ho asa beje o COVID tax na saa nipa koro we ya sa begina baabi okohunu nsuo na no abegina na afo no abebusa se hwan na hunu nsuo na oka se ahunyehi aba ahokyera ba inflation kosoro enioma boa yeden na ono begina o se covid amawi ase ayeden then you should know say o man no baabi egina na enye kra na ufiona ko Russia any Ukraine for ntokwa I mean omukura yeto bomb omukuro mo no say they still are exporting because infu ano omo ye edua wheat ne neoma no omo to bomb and so still na omo ye omadwuma enti no hu oma we no baabi aye gina no enye yenyina yie kura. It's not because of bibia e koso owiase ne mum no a leadership share sometimes o de sa covid ne Russia ne o man to dum so ho a na sebi adwene ni mu da ho a ubetime busa ho say which one really affected the Ghanaian. Then there was an my economy ni cry to make clashing because second year ni wa productivity wo a form papa is that say so enumpo no a chin ye ba e kakra no did we get this worse? And yet there are people that think say because say in you're free 190 if I call 192nd enti no adwene no ni padodo na omo man mu a omo adwene wo fom enti no e betimi adi tro onim say for the first time meti no was station bi so say NPP for one of their deputy communication officers no or express it e say Mahama na ama enioma yi no port no kra ne bo ayeden unim de omo ascribe on the we need to omo say Mahama akwakoje bosia de abesi port nti onioma ba port ana afi no e wo say ye de bosia na ye kutua no eka with duty o oh yes oh yes oh, me the video in the best. I don't just want to. You know,
why the cancer?
No, I don't want to glorify.
Adia bronyes a nana mpaboa. See, almost as some say Mahama.
MPS no.
A airport in the MPS.
Yes. I don't think
it's MPS in Fontinama a boy.
It is a I didn't wait any petri. Now, yeah, can't Ghana for. You see 32 million. Now, or count one. Now, sebi. And trade intia obi ejina Canadian ye friend say visa for no was or kwakope visa because ye kan ne kam mo ho na se when free mu a ejina bi ye besa ka so ya aboa we mu nyina ye nipa a ye kan ye ane aka ye population census a ya kan ye ne akan ono so akan ye ho na sebi se me krama kra ya kan no ne yakokan abronya enye ya. So these are things that when you hear, it gives you a certain energy. Be say, I was here to make corny a GMI because Sebi or minor akodi and a pabon for being said. Now to the substantive question. Mama, I've said you didn't come out for a very long while. Now acquire a semua acquire bese panico nyina habanya e wosi etasina na abanya asafo die di kan a e wosi nyina ehunu se unse broni ka bibi say before an immediate cause there was a remote cause meboa brama amane ama sebi previous bibi anko ka papa enye twere de eno na ABA say ni wa ha anko beka say if nothing touches the palm nut tree, it doesn't rattle. Tibebia ebi will be a mechiane papa we. Now, obi we busa said the nebai. Nana ma se bi o unu se obi a wontimi hwe ne fie so kra no den se Nyankopon be man akonya se obehwe na safo so enu nti se wo hwe even Church of Pentecost ya apostles ni asofo ahodo a se wanchi wo fie kra na se bi o etimi disqualify wo se wo be asofo impo na kompese
eda kra wonye no abe yo so
enti ya na eno no ye nioma ye de check nioma papa enye obia na ye de ne di ade anim sebi preduasa ebre bia na ye ka NPP se Frank Tufo asemo a enam so ma ekoma me ne omunya ntawantawa because mako support Alan against the Kufuado akoye maso training no sabre no na megina bia na mede anase me fapima mede gina so ade aka sa asem ni nyina ne se enye obia keke ne edi di ade anim sebi democracy there etimi allow for anything what ma say democracy and etimi allow for power anase I'm just trying to get a piece, you know, to the adjusted position. Say power, not to denigrate power. But I'm saying, say power, the Indian professor. What you say? But democracy will allow them to have only one vote during election. Democracy, it allows for Nyansani and Kwasia to decide once. What you say? Democracy pe ene betimi ama obi te sa abronye ebeto ababa ako na sebi me so yama me se me nto ababa ako nenya sa enkabusa ho se eye de pa na Akufo-Addo qualify in this dispensation in this 21st century say oye o man we penny what qualifies him? I don't have any clue as to why Akufo-Addo ought not to have been there because sebi ene yese same hunto eye me mampani a anye bia no minim se same timi bu nkonta etimi sese na brabo sebi anye bia no wafa obremu da na nipa onim ade a ye friend obre onim ye friend hia obi a o ka se ohia ya kro otimi ka se ya keka Parliament nefia no amrase bedwafo ni die no so from 2007 obedi amayoko nanim no wahwa amayoko no animonyam na ba fom papa amenne no okekane ebia de no ye general secretary de no ye chairman de no ye bia ye friend say organizer now the to ne the list of executives are you could really tell say amayoko no a degenerate from bad to worse. Yeah, ama the quality of leadership ebia enkakane no ubetimi anya ewo your friend is saying akandifo a omoboama amayoko no etimi agina brane no enkebia enka wuntimi emobo din bi ti se sebi Miami of Steven Tim say we a party chairman. Can you tell me just one thing if you say obey a party chairman ubetimi agina so aka say oh enu nti mo me mo na baso even po say we a party ba we NPP ni a ubetimi anya ade ba akwa Steven Tim aya ubetimi aka say oh we di ama party na ni ma banyam ba akopɛ so obi ti se kodua me ba kodua we general secretary wo de fane kototo enfane nkototo NDC general secretary ho enfane nkototo party bia general secretary ho fatoto even the former general secretary a ono krampo no na adwene wo form pa te se John Boadu now the sign John Boadu ho na fa kototo obi te se Kwabere Japan a ono so se na adwene no ekọ form pa wo de sign Kwabere Japan ho na fa kototo obi te se ohini into nebusa ho say wo de fro hin to kra na de kwa koduru obi te say okre MP dan kwaku botwe na ubusa ho say ehefa na efiri ni yaba bedru baby ayeduri. So the worst leadership are getting into the governance structure or the government structure. We have the worst president today in the history of this republic, and even in the history of all the republics.
But listen, me no. From
we have the worst vice president.
War position.
Yes.
Should you see?
Yes.
Wabrano ye leader of NPP.
And Pennyforce coming events cast their shadows.
Oh, say and one what they are, and one what they are.
Sabrina Bini as an American say Nipa Sabio. What you to trust him fra abonten ebe fie no. Oba mejo minor say. Or the chrono party sika no awia. Koka yo hinto report. Party sika wo. MP sika ye say wo person ye MP no. Koje bankers draft. Ne fabra or we sika no kotena UK ko di sika no.
No the party need loan.
No the party akodi loan no ni ken oforata we no mo de akodi loan no prudential. Party officer president Kofo dia cheyen ne badwa din mu na party office ne wo na wa pega party office no dia kosia wo wa agi loan adiska no sika bia ni wo so Kofo do di say cocaine ni abra bo pepepepe
no was scatter leadership
until you can imagine say sabre no wapam meni afoko ntimi nya adwuma no wapam no when he kwamre da point ntimi nya adwuma meni same club ntimi nya adwuma, and that is all that he was doing, and he was backed by stupid fools. Pennyfo, CK tell them. It who said that CK tell them who ye na ye. Unim adia your friend who went Motian from Mako kick can a canopy in to buye. Oh, Google our internet lesson. A bubu konani in a pump, a bubu tent no. A casa can for another canako. Neboni na ne boni so akatua na yase na ne tent bubugu sa hwe papa yi osofo asante antwi ono so sa o na yase the same as Akufo do Nyankopon eduabo na ode abo no ono so na yase sa oh so omo de boni ni free opposition and aba abemu and now look at the leadership. How does Akpeno or Afenyo or how does he qualify to be the leader of NPP in Parliament? How does he qualify? Then na omugina so edi susu ye edi ye ntoto ho say akwa we wo leadership scale obetimi dia di NPP fo anim wo mrahye bedwam. Aside from that, see the leadership crisis aba eye NPP mu no efri ho any government nim free wa. Let's centralize this whole thing around why we have a very just say I don't want to use an expression that will look but I mean I'm just being descriptive. Because how does Tokonu qualify to even be in the Supreme Court? How does she? How does any one of the 5 on the list, Aumudi Asemno, qualify to be there? How does any one of them, just one, tell me how any one of them qualifies? To the extent that, Nanama, if you put this search in Google, Akwalake Tuakra will read to you, say, stay of execution. It has only one meaning in law. But just because Akufo has always looked for adia bruni friend or yes men to mean say or pe obia enye se wadwini mu abobew but obia me kasa obeye yesa
obetimi manipulate
you metimi control metimi aye okoliko metimi aye puppet na metimi play puppetry with, and Akufo is a puppeteer. Every time he makes sure say obe look out for nipa obetimi control omo anu ntina wentimi ni afoko anya adwuma no because se bia afoko wa bone bra se odisika to mprada papa bi wabɔ bra ɔkɔtena UK no wamfa nkɔ akɔyɛ wii ne cocaine ne jimmy ɛna wabɔ ne bra papa bi ɛno nti ɛnɛ sɛbi wohwɛ kimpiski yɛsi wei a sɛ nyɛ kwasea ne bɛtumi asi saa kimpiski no ɔbɔ ne bra ɛnyɛ ne sɛ ka mo baa bɛn mu a ɛnɛ holiday inn matɔ yɛfrɛ ne sɛn ɛka mo kɔ akɔtɔ yɛfrɛ ne sɛn la hotels nsia no aban hotels ne nyinaa akwan a wɔdi anim na wei ne ɔno ɔkaprɛ ɔde kɔtɔ saa hotel no ɛkofado mu na adi ne di n'anim brian champon ɛkofado nom ɛna de wɔno adi anim sɛ wo ma yɛn yusu na yɛmfa na saa hotel no esi hɔ no on sɛ eduru easter bia na odi amika na ɔkɔ saa hotel no ɛyɛ ɔmo de ayɛ family ni business ɛna ɔmo de na di anim. Look, do you know how much it costs to build that thing? Brian Chapo, does he have that money? Obia ono ochichi kukomu American Air Force. Obede when you say scano. Obi beka say na yesi pay slip ne wan say sika ni nyina opa 100 years boom. It cannot build that thing. It's not true. They have stolen this taxpayers' money, no. Now, Nanama, if you want to analyze it properly, Shesika Ekufuado Ajeno as Bosnia Keke, just Bosnia Keke. Look at how much money a car near dear. Ne 120.2 billion mebwa. As at the time I joined Mahame Free Akonyaso. Onunkwa ne Bosnia ne womi 54 billion. Now busa se ene sa 761 billion no e kana ye de no oti 120 na efiri mu a ebeka sen enye 640 sa 640 billion no se sa sika no ye de aye Ghana ha adwuma donyame ka Ghana che Dubai. That is why I always am emphatic to tell you say they cannot even account for 10% of that money, because that 10% of that money, no, is just about 64 billion. 64 billion in this economy, no. And $1 and 16. Yeni Ghana anu na John Mahama, Wakoji Euro bond, on this tepe. They just took about $640 million equivalent in euros. Mebwa. That Euro bond no Wakoji yano. Eba ma dollar any CD no. Na fe CD na nya hoden. Mebwa. So, if you have borrowed up to this amount and still the dollar is beating the cedi to pop to the extent say and then you need about 16.7 to 17 cedis to get $1. Now Obi Kacha will say Nipa Sebi, you didn't see no in terms of economy no onhwe eso no. What you mean juma? Are we not tackling ourselves? So if you look at all nipa what do matoto mia no where you minister for way out, you can see say or look out for people who will be yes men. And will be no the Supreme Court. Because if you look at Obi to say akwa Jimmy Foya or ye Attorney General friend say case I UK Ekufuado nua bomti Ekufuado ene ne yire no ye remo amankwa nua ba eja amankwa North Kaneshi Mr. Amankwa so wo ye Amankwa Foundation bi wo papa no sa papa no ne ba ni remo amankwa ne ba remo amankwa ni nua ba na bomti Ekufuado ware no eno ena ma unsa remo ya madamfo a se bi o enya se madamfo se be ni na koton cocaine there bi but yes hello now sa maame no akwaje demion sika so obema na asase wan va asase ama no sika ama ena ode wako police station yes e ba be chew ena performa kotena se enu nti no Ekufuado be ye president yi owo IPP contract musi etwam ena ko fa sa judgment debt ni ba you know enu ani o asem ne tentini tete ani eya na mafa ya na ebusuafo no masheda. No, Damien is not like that. I mean, if you know Damien, you don't even think say masheda kwekọ muti abona ombe. So Akufo-Addo has always looked out for yes men. Nipa omo emfisu so a obetimi control omo. Na kanya sa ka odi ehwe papa panin toto te say kwesi ani yeboa. Afa no okotu Black Law Dictionary. Wabra ye was statute wo why was wo kan. And na Akufo-Addo ye mampani ubusa say abasan na Akufo-Addo nya ye odidi mampani a yenim. Supreme Court couldn't tell us. Supreme Court could not even let the one that steered the affairs of the election answer the questions, even when, of course, ono kwesi ani yebo a onim say ono krampo no or answerable to the people of this country. And they let her off the hook. And you know, anuna tokonu any the very 5 odd ones are omo 4 odd ones are omo kan ho a omo koye sa ruling no omo timi admit ade a omo kro omo ni jurisdiction yeah any question komo di ho your friend is saying asem kra say stay of execution yeah ede ya bedru baby ya dru now why stay of execution wa bring any question stay of execution we say speaker emane
oh 3 minutes
mate ema speaker mpamomo speaker o si mate enti me so no me bae no as a speaker no me woni pa kakra bi na wo mra se bedwa me ntimi nya business BMT e say no obian kofie ya pon ni nua ni kofie afa wo say o impede the process of government business wo nim nyansa ade na wo free parliament wo nim say government business or ade na free parliament ade na wo free parliament. Oh, and you know, everything is just about leadership. Oh, say, o candy phone him nyansa. I had to say, why do you need Jumano? O body ni be bread. So I didn't need Juma body ni be bread, there be a body ni sofa. Because I didn't know my body no, or yeah, there, it is a tool. Oh, say, we need, I did a jacket car, eh? Any wheel spine and bibia uni bia o tai joa na se bia bibia wom na ebia e wo se wutukoya. How do you do that? But because broni ehu nyansa se e wo se ye bibia e betimi apega car no na yenya bibia e betimi atutu wheel nuts no na yetimi ayi tai na free munti no ama bibia ye easy. Eti se wa adwene pepepe da bia uhu ene tu bia te se microphone si animu hai e ma ye kasa duru akire because broni ye ne se ne be ya e be ma wo ne aduru akire nya sanka we disenke kogina mountain be so na ye tie Akufo-Addo wabon o onim hwansan o ba wo mi abon o onim nyansan o e ke be wie ne ye ne kra eden esi. But when the microphone is aiding you sana adwene ne so tie se wa adwene ne boa wo e ma wo hu nyansan o ye bibia wo ye no abasahare so uye bibia no chese wo mre na wa ye bibi but say adwene ne nya adwuma body ne bre eno na say wu ko fie say speaker say wa call it house no senedine enya sa kopem da akoma toye mo beba meboa
so ono so lawyers akofale
oh da bi o file ne de obetima file o you cannot compare the speaker enya ni ye born a ruling say ejemensa wuntimi ntwene ma magina edaka mu no na speaker na wetima twe no oba jimi make us obi jimi and that is what I mean. Oh etino e case su dua the omo ye no will not yield any results senkomu nim nyansa sabi empanifo se anofom brejo e ma abato
kasade
hunu nyansa etina me bia me de Proverbs chapter 6 verse 6 okwadwofo ko ntati anche hwe emu ewo wiase nyina de wo sopa ye betimi ya kai se wo sopa ya abo ntati ya na kanyankopon nim se osono nim nyansa ko beka se okwadwofo ko osono nchen onim se osono wagimi osono ya abo a wabodam agimi ya ni nyansa e wo fom papa enu nti na oka kire osono se osono gimi fuoi ko ntati anchen ko sua na kwan
ne hunu
nyansa nti osono gimi fuo NPP osono gimi fuo mon kontatia entatia mahama nchen mon kontatia esiedu nketia de sentatia pa mon ko entatia nchen general mosquito on ne swa mon ko ne nchen na mon ko sua na kwan na mon hu nyansa omo na yesa constitution ya can
NDC for listo me da se
bedi manusi constitution ya can was me NDC for na ye I say do ketie di mutintimai the consultative assembly a ma constitution we by into being no omo na ye enti metimi ehunu nyansa chan wono a wotro ne constitution
me da se
enu na me manusi so okwadwofo jimifo
1 minute nyame adoma wo china big program bus
Nanama, you were on the bill. If I was supposed to have called, I'm the lazy one. So you forgive me.
Okay.
Lazy around.
Please. The fact that I've given
you. You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can also leave a comment after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777, showing on your screen as well. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to what Samohunto have to say about the Electoral Commission, which is very harsh and which is not acceptable though. But I want you to join me listening to what he said and come out with your view or your suggestion on it as well. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.